something. I just don't remember what we were running for. Are we running for something?
CeCe, we aren't running for anything. We're actually standing.
Oh!
We're standing for co-moderators of the 226th General Assembly of the Presbyterian Church USA, which is meeting in Utah this summer. So slow down. We're not running. We're standing.
Okay. Well, this is a little difficult because I'm standing. You're not standing. Are we?
Good. That's a fair point, CeCe, but sit down, because
Okay.
today we're just introducing ourselves to the fine subscribers, readers, and followers of the Presbyterian Outlook, to introduce ourselves to them.
All right. Well, that makes sense then. So I guess we just ought to tell them who we are and why we're standing. I guess you ought to tell them who you are.
I'd be happy to. My name is Tony Larson, and I serve as the pastor of Trinity Presbyterian Church in Surfside Beach, South Carolina. I've served here for 8.5 years here on the Grand Strand. Prior to that, I served a congregation on Long Island, and prior to that, while in seminary, I worked as a director of youth ministry full-time, and while I was in Williamsburg doing that job, I met my wife Heather, and also met our son Stephen during that time. And Stephen now is a math teacher in San Antonio, Texas, and he and his wife are expecting their first child, which will be our first grandchild, in just a couple of weeks.
Wow. Okay. Well, he's a math teacher. I used to be a math teacher. I am the Reverend CeCe Armstrong, and currently I am the Associate Pastor of St. James Presbyterian Church in Charleston, South Carolina, on the lovely James Island. And I'm a cradle Presbyterian. I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, and ended up going to Spelman College to study mathematics. So wow, we have that in common. I'm excited about God calling us together for this. I mean, who would have thought about us being called together? And I'm sure those people want to know how we ended up together.
And that is through the work of the Holy Spirit, through other people that know us through ministry. I received a phone call from the Reverend Gavin Meek, who is my executive presbyter here in New Harmony Presbytery. And after a phone call talking about other Presbytery matters, he said, out of the blue, I think you should consider standing for co-moderator, and I think I know somebody that you should ask to stand with you. And so that led to my praying about that, and then calling Gavin and saying, if you would help put me in touch with this Reverend CeCe person.
And then I got a call from the Reverend Dr. Ella Busby, who is just an amazing human being. And of course she said, CeCe, pray about this. I said, okay, because I had no clue what was going on. And I prayed about it. When she called me back, that was her first question. She said, what did God say? I mean, what a profound statement. And God said we should stand together. I'm grateful for that. But I know those people don't want to know just that. They want to know something fun and funny about us. So you have a fun fact that you want to share?
Sure. When I was working here at the church one morning, and all of a sudden I was alerted that there were kittens on the playground. And there was a hurricane off the shore, and so it was a matter of some urgency. And I went out to the playground, and all the kittens ran away except one. And so we rescued this little kitten and brought him home and named him John Calvin. And then a couple years later, we decided to rescue a dog. And as we were bringing him home, we sort of looked at him and thought, what are we going to name this dog? And we thought, well, John Calvin needs a companion. And so we named him Martin Luther. And so around our house, when I'm working on sermons, I have John Calvin and Martin Luther there to converse with as the Holy Spirit and I try to get it on the page.
Well, isn't that something? I do not have pets. See, I have this little thing that says, if I got to feed it, I don't need it. And so I don't have any pets, nor do I have bad habits. But I do have plants. And although they need feeding, it's a different kind of nurturing. But I love having my plants around because, well, they give me life. And I guess I could name them after Howard Thurman, because didn't he say something about...
He said, don't ask what the world needs,
Yeah.
ask what makes you come alive. Because the world needs people who are fully alive.
And my plants keep me fully alive. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you have officially met the Reverend Anthony Larson and Reverend Cecilia Armstrong. And we are excited and can't wait to see you in Salt Lake City. Bye!